front of a vast crowd inside the Republic Stadium. Celtic playing in their changed strips of yellow tops and green shorts. The Russians in all white. And fortunately for Celtic perhaps is the fact that there's a running track around the playing pitch, which means that the crowd is some distance away from the Celtic players. So there are two significant changes in the Kyiv lineup. They brought back their centre half and captain Sergei Baltacha, although he's left the captaincy for the moment with Demyanenko, the number 5. And up front they've brought back Oleg Blokhin, perhaps the most famous player in Russia over the past decade or so. And that will make a significant difference up front for the Russians. And to counter that, Celtic have Danny McGrain at right back. A packed midfield with just 2 men up front, Johnston and McGee, who will be augmented, of course, by Brian McClare whenever the occasion permits. So McStay in trouble in midfield. See the white jerseys going forward at pace. And some tough tackling there by Murdo MacLeod. The whistle is gone. The free kick has been given to Dynamo Kyiv. Bessonov was the player fouled. So an early opportunity now for Dynamo Kyiv to test Pat Bonner. There's Blokhin, number 11, who will perhaps be the player involved in this set piece. And you can see the respect being shown by the Celtic players. The referee is the Horst Brummeier from Austria, very experienced official, number 1 in Austria. So the free kick to Dynamo. And a good save by Bonner. That was good goalkeeping with the pressure being applied, with the forwards rushing in on top of him. So a fine save to boost the confidence of Pat Bonner. Yakovenko. Bessonov takes over. Some good running by the Russians as they come forward, interchanging positions very rapidly indeed. It's Bessonov again. Good challenge initially by Aitken, scrambling the ball free. Still the problem is there for Celtic. And superb handling once again by Pat Bonner. Magnificent play by the Celtic goalkeeper as this ball was thundered in from the left, again with players closing in very rapidly indeed. What a fine piece of goalkeeping. Johnson. Whyte playing it forward in the air. The challenge provided by McGee. And here's Mo Johnson running at ball. Good play by Johnson. And forcing the hurried clearance by Kuznetsov to give Celtic yet another corner kick. And this indeed is an encouraging start from Celtic. Kuznetsov, the half man in the centre of the Russian team. He plays normally just in front of the back four. Demyanenko with the armband. Johnson beating the ball. Was he pushed? Appeals by Mark McGee to the Austrian referee that Johnson was pushed as the ball came across. And certainly there seemed to be some merit in that claim. Bessonov playing it forward. And some good defending again by Whyte. So Yevtushenko becoming involved for the first time in the match. The Dynamo Kyiv number 10 on the right side of midfield, but nice hook play to the left. Free kick on the edge of that. No question about that. Derek Whyte. It was Bessonov who was sprinting through And that was Russian play at its best. Bessonov racing past Eric Whyte, and the young defender pulls him down. No argument at all about the decision of referee Brummeier. And here's a problem for Celtic. Five-man wall is lined up. And that'll have to be taken again. And a yellow card being shown. It looks as though it's to Vasiliy. That must be for some dissent, I think. For Ratz's book. It's very important indeed for Celtic to keep cool and this incredible atmosphere. But still a moment of danger to face. That corner is in excellent form as we've seen so far, but could have a problem from this set piece. The wall is back to full 10 yards. The player, Bonner couldn't reach it. Blokhin has done it for Dynamo Kyiv. A magnificent free kick. Over the wall, Bonner couldn't reach it. And that is a free kick of the highest class from Oleg Blokhin. 35 years old today and celebrating in the best possible style. And what a disaster that was for Celtic. Baltacha, Demyanenko. Here's Baltacha once again. Kuznetsov. Yakovenko. Losing possession now to Paul McStay for Celtic. Taking all the way himself. And not a bad effort from the Celtic midfield player. He scored one or two fine goals from that sort of range, striding into the gap. Saw the opportunity opening up before him. Went forward at that with lots of power, but just about a couple of feet too high. It's Bessonov. Back to Kuznetsov. On the far side, Demyanenko. Baltacha. Kuznetsov again. Baltacha remains a spare man at the back at all times, allowing Kuznetsov to go forward and link up in midfield. And confident handling again by Bonner. Celtic defence doing well, forcing the shot from long range from Bessonov. McGrain hurried into the pass. A loose one by Demyanenko. Grant's asking a lot of Paul McStay, but he did well, reacted very quickly indeed to find the player. With a chance for Celtic. And it's back off the post. Paul McStay can scarcely believe it. Oh, what a blow for Celtic. Uncertainty in defence. Among the Russians as the ball spiral high in the air. Johnson's challenge. The clearance found its way to Paul McStay. And the first time shot beat Chanov and rebounded off the post. Shepherd losing the race to Demyanenko. But here's Grant. Now Aitken. Brought down at the corner of the box. No question about that. Two captains together. Demyanenko was the culprit. Now what can Celtic make of this? What a boost a goal before half-time would be. But stay in the cloud over the ball. Aitken is staying right up in the thick of things. Trying to set up the shooting chance for MacLeod, but the Russians were alive to that. Closing him down very quickly indeed. Offside flag up, is it? Oh, the ball is out for the throw on the far side. Johnson didn't keep it in. Tony Shepherd. Back now to Grant. Whyte and double. The defence is badly stretched. Blokhin waiting for their pass to be released. Support arrives. There's Bonner with the first stop. Celtic now getting men back in numbers. And that'll be a free kick, there's no doubt about that. A reckless challenge by MacLeod on Yakovenko right at the edge of the box. Well, one moment of slackness by Derek Whyte, and Celtic were exposed. It was Yevtushenko who carried the ball forward for Dynamo Kyiv. And that really should have been the second goal. But Bonner did well initially, and then the defenders got back. But here's the problem once again for Pavel. Can Blokhin do it again? Well, that's that one to Yakovenko, and thankfully for Celtic, his accuracy wasn't as good as his more illustrious colleague. A neat turn by Grant. But it looks as though the half-time whistle is gone. Yes, it's half-time in Kyiv. Celtic trailing by 1-0, and the goal won to savour. The set piece from outside the box. Oleg Blokhin took the kick left-footed, bent in over the wall beyond Pat Bonner. A superb goal, but Celtic acquitting themselves very well indeed. Hope by no means dead. The half-time score in Kyiv, Dynamo Kyiv 1, Celtic 0. So Dynamo Kyiv get the second half underway. By a goal to nil on the night, and 2-1 in aggregate. Celtic facing a task of finding the net twice to qualify for the third round of the European Cup. And they certainly played well enough in that first half to give some hopes to their supporters. A very small contingent here in Kyiv. So the Celtic bench looking anxiously out. This is a very important stage in the match. They need to get off to a quick start. And Valeriy is on for Celtic. Straight into the centre of the defence. So Celtic forced to make a change at half-time. Derek Whyte is crossed over to left back. Murdo MacLeod is pushed forward into midfield. Gorily for Celtic. Danny McGrain is the man he has replaced. Didn't notice him taking any knocks in the first half. And I would be a little bit surprised, tactically, if that had been a change brought about voluntarily, in the sense that the defender has replaced the defender, although it has allowed Murdo MacLeod to push forward a little. But we'll see how the Celtic formation lines up. Only two men, of course. That's all the time for Dynamo Kyiv. Here's one of them. Blokhin coming inside. And well robbed by Aitken. MacLeod. Driving forward again. Celtic now hoping to get him into some shooting positions. He has possession once more for Celtic. Here's Brian McCleary's onside. And there's the equaliser! Mark McGee makes it one apiece. And that was a marvellous goal from Celtic. Well, what a start to the second half. They threatened this many times, but it was the influence of Murdo MacLeod from midfield that made the difference. McLeod's precise cross, McGee's perfect finish, and Chanov had no chance at all. Baltacha once again. Shooter for Dynamo Kyiv. That's good play. Here's Yakovenko. Tries to get past Derek Whyte. Good twisting and turning, but still Whyte sticks to his task. And that should give the Celtic defence enough time to get back. That's Donner once again. Well, what a match he's having tonight for Celtic. A good build-up on the right. Yakovenko getting across. The shot came in from Belanov, and Bonner was quickly down to his left. With Mark McGee. Yakovenko making a challenge, and then taking possession from Baltacha. That's a fine pass. Bonner is out. And superb goalkeeping once again. Celtic defence was split, but Bonner coming out and testing it. in safety. Gorily to Aitken. Gorily. Celtic now playing with 3 centre backs effectively. Aitken, O'Leary and Whyte. Blokhin and Belanov do their interchanging up front through the middle for Dynamo Kyiv. Just Brian MacLeod. Pavel was there before Johnson. Here's Johnson again. Trying the hook shot on the turn. But off target on that occasion. So off goes Belanov. And the first Russian substitution. Belanov injured. Like Mikhailichenko coming on. Good turn by McGee. He's knocked down by Kuznetsov. Well, he's quite cynical, is Oleg Kuznetsov. Certainly not guilty of taking too many prisoners. McGee recovers, but his progress in that very dangerous position has been halted. And now the Russians have all the defenders back to face the free kick, which will be taken, I think, by Alexei. Chanov not entirely happy with his defensive positioning. Alexei, fine ball. Celtic players queuing up at the far post, trying to get a clear strike at the ball. One of the MacLeod forcing it forward. Ball thumped it out. Yakovenko got it clear at the end for Dynamo Kyiv. There he goes forward again. Goes down well by Tony Shepard. That's a great pass from Shepard to MacLeod. Quite in front. Well, a superb piece of skill over on the far touchline there by Tony Shepard in a very tight corner, laying the ball inside. Oleg Blokhin has 106 caps for Russia. Scored last week against Norway. So foul on Tony Shepard. Free kick to Celtic. 20 minutes of the match left. Still 1 each in the Republic Stadium. 2 each on aggregate. And extra time now staring both these sides in the face. And that would represent a marvellous performance on its own for Celtic. Demyanenko. I haven't seen too many of his charges up the left flank for Dynamo Kyiv today, but Murdo, they may have 1 or 2 left before the end. Bessonov playing it in. A casual header that from Whyte. There's Yakovenko at the time. And Bono had no answer at all. A gap appearing, a delicate ball inside, a thunderous shot beyond Pat Bonner, and Dynamo Kyiv go ahead once again. Grant to the throw. Aitken has come forward. That's into space now for Alexei. So corner kick to Celtic. He certainly couldn't fault these Celtic players for effort. They've battled right from the first whistle. They've played some excellent football, but they've faced 2 marvellous strikes from the Russians for both goals. A hand was used. They appealed for a penalty kick from the Celtic players. The Austrian referee's not interested. Getting Whyte looks indignant. Murdo MacLeod continues to protest. Well, as the ball was thumped back into the box, it appeared to strike a Russian arm, and the Austrian referee doing Celtic no favour at all. An opportunity now for Celtic. It's MacLeod. 2 men coming to meet him. One of them was Whyte. Aitken urging on his team with Tony Shepherd. Back to O'Leary. Well, that was intended for Roy Aitken, but it wasn't accurate enough. Aitken playing it in. Time for Johnson. Just about his first glimpse of goal in the match, shaking off Baltacha, and he holds his head now, Mo Johnson. It was a very difficult half chance he had, but that's the kind he frequently puts away. The Celtic by no means dead, coming forward once again with Paul McStay. Brought down by Rats, the referee allows play to go on. Johnson plays it inside. Grant helps it on to the far side to Whyte. Here's Murdo MacLeod heading for the byline. And that's well taken by Chanov. Fine goalkeeping. But certainly a grandstand finish now from Celtic. Can they make the breakthrough? By Ball. Ball gets it again. Yevtushenko playing it forward. Mikhailichenko now. Half stopped by Aitken. The big striker still has possession. Aitken back in position. And the Celtic captain wins it again. We'll see his strength and stamina as he comes forward. Tossing it back to McStay. Here's Peter Grant. Now Johnson. Gets support from Shepherd. Grant again. Scrambled away towards Shepherd once more. That's given away. It was intended for McStay. Mikhailichenko, the fresh bit of legs up front for Dynamo Kyiv, now stretching the Celtic defence. Chance for the third, they should clinch it. Yevtushenko, get up by Blokhin. And that buries the Celtic hope. Yevtushenko, the man who scored in the first leg at Celtic Park, cashes in on the...